Hey everybody, welcome back. So last time we kind of talked about, I mentioned climbing Mount Everest, and if you recall, I said that 1 out of every 3 people who attempt to summit actually die. I was wrong about that. That's not the right numbers, or it's not the right mountain. There's another mountain that the peak, it's the ninth tallest mountain in the world, and that one's the one where 1 out of 3 people die. K2 is the second deadliest, which was like 30% of everyone who attempts to climb it doesn't make it, or they die, or they die on the descent after they summit. Regardless, why do people do that? And we talked about this last time. Why does someone risk their life to climb a mountain just so they can get a picture at the top of this mountain where you could superimpose them on that mountain and say, oh, I summited, or I have a picture, but it's not real? No, because you change when you do that. The person who started climbing up that mountain, up K2 or Everest, is not the same person that comes back down. The person who comes back down has battled some serious adversity, and if they survive, now they're a different person. They're actually a survivor. What do you call people who beat cancer? You call them cancer survivors. Why? Because they know they can take on something incredibly gigantic and defeat it and overcome it. How do you know if you're the kind of person who can overcome something? Let's say you're going to take on a challenge, and I challenged you. I said, hey, sign up for a marathon, sign up for a 5K race, sign up for something that's going to challenge you. It's a little outside of your comfort zone that you have to become a different person to do. And when you accomplish that, you'll be proud of you, and you'll be more capable of now taking on a bigger challenge. But how do you know you're going to survive? How do you know you're going to make it? Well, here's something for you. In our office, we do a test called heart rate variability. Heart rate variability is your ability to vary your heart rate, but it's a representation of your overall health. It tells you whether you're able to adapt to stress. Your adaptability to stress is a determinant of your health. So how healthy you are is how much stress you can safely handle. So if you can only handle this much stress, your health is here. If you can handle this much stress without getting sick, your health is up here. So it's a direct result. Heart rate variability is the test we do on our patients to determine how healthy they are, how well they can do it. Now, if you're following along in the book, I just skipped ahead to Chapter 3. Chapter 3 is where we talk about the nervous system. And the nervous system determines how you receive information, how you process information, and how you relay information to your organs, glands, blood vessels, muscles, and tissues so that you can respond to your environment properly. Well, that's measured by heart rate variability. Heart rate variability will tell you whether you're in a position where you can handle stress. Mixed martial artists are using this. If you follow MMA fighters and championships, you know that a lot of times the best fighters get injured a month before a big fight. Why? Because they train harder and harder and harder because they need to be put under stress so that they know that they can handle the fight. But what happens is they get injured, then they have to cancel the fight, or they have to postpone the fight. So they started making these MMA fighters do heart rate variability tests before every workout. And if their heart rate variability score comes out that they're in the red, their coach sends them home, their trainer sends them home, says you're not fit to train right now because you haven't recovered from the last workout. And if you train today, you'll get injured. If they're in the yellow, that means they should do a lighter workout. Not so hard. Don't challenge them too much. Don't push them beyond their limits. And if their HRV, their heart rate variability, comes in the green, that means you can push them all you want. Now is when you spar the toughest sparring partners. Now is when you push yourself. Heart rate variability can tell you whether you're equipped to handle the stress in your life. So I recommend you find a way to get a heart rate variability test. Or you can come to our office and have that done, and then if your score is low, we can come up with a plan on how to increase that. If you're reading in the book, there's tons of things in Chapter 4 and Chapter 5 that will explain exactly how you can raise your heart rate variability score. Until next time.